In 2020, Google made sweeping commitments to advance diversity, equity and inclusion in the wake of nationwide protests over racial injustice. But just a few years later, many of those programs are seeing significant cuts, according to reporting from CNBC. Shortly after the murder of George Floyd and the rise of the Black Lives Matter movement, Google's CEO Sundar Pichai pledged major initiatives like increasing underrepresented groups in leadership roles and more than doubling Black representation in non-senior positions by 2025. Google also aimed to improve hiring, retention and promotion practices impacting diversity. However, CNBC has learned that Google backtracked on some key diversity programs in 2023 amid a tightening budget. Notably, Google decided against hiring a new cohort for its Early Career Immersion program for underrepresented software engineering talent next year. The company also laid off some staff supporting this initiative. In another case, participants in Google's Apprenticeships program raised concerns over lower pay compared to other engineers doing similar work. Apprentices claimed they were contributing heavily to Google's codebase while earning just half of what full-time software engineers made. Additionally, Google cut roles managing partnerships and recruiting for underrepresented groups. The company also reduced learning programs that aim to foster inclusion. Meanwhile, sources said Google's recent layoffs included leaders from employee resource groups focused on racial diversity. This pullback on diversity commitments mirrors a broader decline in DEI&B investment across the tech sector in 2023. Diversity-related job postings have dropped 44% year-over-year, per Indeed data. Tech giants, like Meta, have also made similar cuts. When asked about the specific cuts, a Google spokesperson did not dispute details to CNBC, but stated that the company remains strongly dedicated to diversity, equity and inclusion efforts. Still, experts argue this retreat comes at a critical juncture, especially with the rise of AI. If diverse talent is not included in developing artificial intelligence, it risks perpetuating deeper inequities in tech, for both employees and consumers.